Hey, hello intrepid viewers, and welcome back. So you're seeing my face is filling the screen instead of being in a corner because I had a horrible mistake. This is mostly my fault, partially the registering fault, but mostly my fault. And I don't have the video game capture for the first 15 minutes of this episode. Fortunately, I don't think you really miss a whole heck of a lot because that 15 minutes is exactly me just talking to and serving alcohol to the next customer, who you will hear who that is when we cut to the actual game. So I'm going to play the camera and the audio from me thinking I'm recording during that time, but the gameplay footage, I just stuck in a bunch of footage of me playing Old School Musical, which is a rhythm game with a good soundtrack because I wanted some backing music. So, sorry. Hopefully it's not too impactful. The video does kick in for the little last chunk, and I apologize again there, so sorry. What would she sound like? She looks a lot like the other girl.
Absinthe on the rocks, please.
Sure, she'll be whiny. She's a lawyer. Welcome to the Red Strings Club, miss. I'm afraid I can't just serve that to you. This is not your usual bar. Here, just you tell me how you feel and I fix you a matching drink.
I see. Then I feel like asking you a series of questions regarding why you're prying into my client's business.
How dry. You must be a lawyer, no?
That's correct. I'm here representing Supercontinent's interests. What was Diana Meyer's business here?
Hold your horses now. Apart from serving drinks, I'm also an information broker. So questions have a price tag in this club.
Okay. How much?
Here's my deal. You ask as many questions as you want, then I get to ask that many questions myself.
Fair enough. Although I should inform you that unlike you, I won't be able to disclose any of my client's sensitive information.
Fair enough. Although I must let you know that unlike you, I know my way around empathy and subtlety. You risk leaking more information than you might think.
I'll take my chances, mister.
The name's Donovan, owner of the Red Strings Club. Nice to meet you.
I'm Naime Crossy, a corporate lawyer at the Supercontinent Ltd. Shall we commence business?
Fire away.
What was Diana Meyer's business here?
She's an old friend. She pays me a visit every now and then. We had a drink and caught up, that's it.
Please, at least have the decency not to lie to me. I won't lie to you either. If I can't disclose something, I'll be clearly specified so.
Except that was the truth, Miss Koss. Friendship might sound alien in your world, but we still keep loving each other at the street level. Yay, I kept her safe.
Next question is about the Proxima organization. They've been making trouble for my client lately. I'd like to know exactly what Proxima's got on Supercontinent Ltd.
Should I just lie to her constantly? Sure. Proxima knows about your new CEO, if you know what I mean. From what I've heard, they found some pretty juicy stuff.
What? That can't be possible.
Can't wait to get my hands on that info, to be honest.
Those are just some unfounded rumors, but if you happen to get a hold of that intel, we'll gladly pay you a hefty sum if you come up to us first.
Didn't know you were into rumors, heh.
Enough! Next question. Where is Johanna Septis?
Come again?
Where is Johanna Septis?
You're saying that as if I should know her.
What a poor information dealer you are if you don't even know Supercontinent's Chief Operations Officer.
Log that? No? Okay. What's the matter? Is she missing?
There we go. Forget about it. That was all I had to ask.
My turn then?
Go ahead. You have 3 questions.
I can't have you sitting here without a drink though. This is a club after all.
Okay, but I won't be telling you how I feel or any of that nonsense.
Don't you worry. Don't worry. You let me know enough about yourself already for me to work my magic. Trust me, you'll like this. Remorse. Stress. Ambition. Why is ambition a peace symbol? Albuquerque. Let's give her. Let's apply to her. Why is remorse so big? It seems like it's not gonna pan out. So, okay, we have 4 bottles. They're not frickin' labeled. Did she say she likes a certain drink? Whatever. Blue pill. Hope we get a red pill later. What are these things? Oh, vodka. We got bourbon, vodka. Is this an order? Absinthe and derecho. Oh, tequila. Let's go backwards. Oh no, bourbon, vodka? Bourbon, vodka? This doesn't make any sense to me. Whatever, man. So let's cut out remorse. I could go stress. Stress seems like it might work. Let's just go ambition, though. Ambition seems like the most straightforward one. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, a little too much. A little spill, and by a friggin' little I mean a lot, apparently. Asia does it. Easy does it. There we go, good enough for me. Blammo. Drink up. Slurp. So, I get my absinthe on the rocks in the end. You really know your game, though. This is the best glass of absinthe I've ever had. I just poured absinthe into a cup and put ice in it. Really invigorating. I feel great. Glad you like it. She seems to be power drunk. Time to attack. 3 questions left. Choose the topic wisely. What's the deal with Johannes Seftis? Tell me more about the Social Psyche Welfare legality. Who's the highest authority on bluff? Why didn't the CEO tell me about you? That's a dumb bluff. That's gonna work. Will everything be ready for the unveiling of SPA next week? Another drink. Interesting. She's mad with power. Oh, I am so bad at this, you guys. Let's go... How about this one? Tell me about the social welfare, something like that. Would you please explain Social Psyche Welfare's legality to me? Because I still can't imagine how you convinced the government to buy into it. Are you really that naive? This is a joint effort with the central government. And its legality is quite simple. Every implant user signs a contract before acquiring any upgrades. The fine print, it specifies that the user's physiology may be altered. I've read that contract, and I've read that point, but it's supposed to be there to ensure a stable mind-body environment, so the wearer can avoid conflicts with their upgrades. Yes, and the Ministry of Health has determined depression, anxiety, and such to be serious social hazards. But wasn't that supposed to be so the state would cover treatment for such afflictions? Exactly, it also poses a threat to the proper functioning of our clients' upgrades. But... Listen, Donovan, it's quite simple. When you use hardware developed by a corporation, you also have to comply with their firmware. You have to update your iPad, your PlayStation, and nowadays even your microwave, just to keep them working. This is just one step further, and it's duly specified in the terms and conditions of the update. But nobody reads that. When you agree, you state you've read and understood the terms and conditions. Plus, you can always decline if you don't like the new firmware. Yeah, and render the implant obsolete in the process. Hey, nobody is forcing anyone to wear upgrades. Hey, I got an objective. I didn't remember I had that one even. Okay, I've had enough. Serves me right for trying to reason with a corporate lawyer. 2 questions left. Choose the topic wisely. What were her two other emotions? Were stress and compassion? I don't remember. We're never gonna choose this one, which means we gotta choose one of these 2. Should I my goals? What are these options? Just random facts, okay. Why? What role? When? What is the mirror neuron algorithm? Okay. Actually, this is a good one. Let's switch to stress, I think. Which means we need, not you, a little bit of brown. Gluggle, gluggle, gluggle. Gluggle, gluggle. Gluggle. It's pretty good. Absinthe, just like you like. And I'll give you a whole rock.
Look, I shouldn't be wasting my time here. Make your questions quick, I have a lot on my plate.
A drink won't hurt, relax. She looks stressed, let's exploit that! 2 questions left, choose the topic wisely! Will everything be ready for the unveiling of spoon next week?
Fuck me, it can't be next week.
That's what my people on the inside told me.
Those clowns from marketing are going to hear from me. We're always cleaning up after them in the legal department.
A couple of my journo friends already know. They told me they're even doing TV. Who's in charge of marketing?
Sure, that one.
Shouldn't you know already? Well, I don't. If you tell me their name, I'd be able to get you some leverage over them.
See, in this case, I wouldn't mind a dirty ace up my sleeve. The marketing chief is Larissa Robillard.
Oh, Larissa, no wonder they're so hard to control. You know her? She's one of the wildest night beasts that Neon has ever witnessed. If you run a club in this city, you're fated to meet her.
I shouldn't be surprised. So, any dirt on her?
That's a tough one. I mean, she's involved in so many scandals, but she's more proud than ashamed. I'll do some asking and see if I can get for you.
See what I can get for her? How much will this cost me?
This one's free, or better put you already paid.
Okay. Okay, last question.
Let's switch to... the other drink. Remorse. Yeah, let's do it. Can't back out now. I'm not blowing my only blue pill for the whole game, because there's no way I'm getting another one. Good enough. Good enough. I'm getting better at this. Slightly.
I have to admit it, you serve good stuff here. Ah, what am I doing in a bar at a time like this?
Something troubling you?
No, nothing. Not my place to judge a client. Just ask your questions.
Could you be going through an ethical crisis? Let's dig in!
Okay, so the 2 questions I care about are...
who's the highest authority on Split?
But because of the drink I just gave her, I'm gonna go after Johanna Septis.
What's the deal with Johanna Septis?
She is only natural. It's only natural she's missing.
Do you mind telling me more? Maybe I can help you with this.
For the record, I'm only sharing this because Johanna's life might be in danger. Otherwise, I would never break attorney-client privilege.
Don't worry, it's very clear to me how detestably professional you are. So what happened to Johanna?
Johanna, she...
Just spit it out. She could be in danger, couldn't she? I think bending the rules a bit here is the right thing to do.
Johanna had a breakdown this morning at the office. She started to scream and collapsed on the ground. The first diagnostic suggested that for some reason, her implants all shut down at the same time. An ambulance took her to our closest clinic. But apparently, during the trip to the clinic, she broke free and ran away from the paramedic.
Wow, that's crazy. Maybe someone hacked her implants?
That's a possibility, yes. So you see how sensitive this matter is. Do you have any info that could help us?
Not right now, but I'll be on the lookout and call you right away if I find out anything. At a price, of course.
Money's not a problem, so if you find anything, just call me and you'll be appropriately rewarded.
It seems that Ariadne's rogue implants have fulfilled their purpose. Akira installed the grandpa in Johanna, which makes the user immune to implant effects. Johanna was supposed to have several anxiety blockers and antidepressant implants. If all of that shut down at the same time, it's very likely she went bananas.
Well, I'm afraid you've run out of questions. I've got too much to do tonight, so goodbye!
Sure, go and spread law through town.
You seem to be enjoying yourself, so just in case, I'll inform you of the current situation. Supercontinent is going through turbulent times right now. That's good, that spells changes for a company. I've seen it many times. But in the process, there's usually a trail of casualties. The way you are playing right now, you've got a ticket to become one of them. Be warned, Mr. Bartender.
Didn't know corporate lawyers were in the business of extending such stylish death threats.
Ha. There are many fates worse than death when up against a corporate lawyer. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. See you next time.
And now we get embarrassed, answering questions about her. Was my performance to your satisfaction this time? Excellent, thank you very much. So, quiz time now?
If you please.
Of course, I can find it quite amusing, in fact. 7 out of 10 or more earns me a prize, right? Go ahead.
Is Naomi Koss a psychopath?
What, you're not gonna ask me if she's attracted to me this time?
That's irrelevant for Naomi's case. Answer the question, please. Is Naomi Cross a psychopath?
Well, as you can probably tell from my changing clothes. There's been a time jump. I don't friggin' remember anything about her. I remember she's a lawyer. End of list of things I know about her. Well, I don't know. She's definitely not super empathetic. But is she a full-blown psychopath? We'll say yes. What is her top priority right now? I think it's to find Johanna safeties. Is speed in jeopardy? Sure. Does Naomi know about the MNA? I think no. Does Naomi perceive you as a threat? Sure. Is Naomi capable of betraying Supercontinent? Yes. Is she capable of covering murder for her employer? Yes. Is she- maybe no. Is she capable of committing murder for her employer? I don't know if she'd be like the murderer, but I think she could like hire a hitman, which is the same thing, I think. Regarding social psyche welfare, does Naomi believe speed is a good thing? I actually don't know about this one at all. Do you think technology- I said yes. Do you think technology manufacturers have the right to alter their products after sale? Yes. Yeah, what do you mean? If Supercon had designed, created, and distributed the human upgrades, do they have the right to modify them? Yes, that's how firmware upgrades work. As in adding splitter to them? Among other things, do they have the right to modify them? Yes. But they should be clear about it. That is absolutely yes. Yes, we wouldn't have it without them after all. Should be clear about it. Should be clear about it. Supercontinent is considering the fact that something they sold is going to fundamentally change you. Isn't it the normal procedure for all technology? Dozens of firmware updates are pushed on a daily basis. That's why don't argue with me with my own argument. It's like saying, hey, this pen's red. She's like, aha, but that pen is red. And I go, yes. Yes, it is. Its users accepting its terms and conditions blindfolded. So you're saying this is the public's fault? I'm not very versed in the human concept of fault. I just like victim blaming. It is my understanding, though, that accepting something without thought is a sign of trust. Well, your understanding is very wrong. In this case, I'd rather call it ignorance than trust. Yes. People have been indoctrinated over the years to accept whatever updates corps throw at them. So the problem is not Supercontinent modifying its creation, but the lack of education among its users. It's both, right? Like, if the government is like, you know what? We don't want tap water. We don't want your, like, faucets to distribute drinkable water anymore. We think it would be to the public benefit if you turn on the tap and ant poison came out. Because there's an ant problem, and we think it's just better and more convenient for everybody if ant poison came out of the taps. Assuming they had perfect communication. Every single person in the world knew this was going to happen and when it was going to happen. Therefore, there should be no deaths attributed to people accidentally drinking ant poison. Would that still be okay with complete transparency to do something pretty stupid like that? Well, it's obviously better than if they secretly poisoned everybody against their will. Poisoning people with their will is better than poisoning people against their will. I think I can stand on that axiom. Still wouldn't say it's good though. I wouldn't say it's the problem. I think there's multiple problems going on here. You over-reductionist, ear-wiggling, pink-haired, calamitous, clamoring bucket of bolts. Clamoring. In a free society, isn't education an individual responsibility? In a free society. Well, how do you define a free society there, Akara184? Would you even say that we are in a free society? Because I 100% would not. Not in my opinion. The powerful educate. Parents teach, schools teach, the media teaches, the government teaches. The issue might be then that you don't agree with what they're teaching. That's beyond doubt, yes. Told Accra companies must be clear about changes they make to their products. What am I looking at? Oh! Is this how I rewind time to choose different options? That makes a lot more sense. Alright, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but it makes this game much nicer and more replayable. Because before, I had noticed this fast forward system And I thought, oh, that's how you replay and choose different options, which is okay, but not great. This system, being able to just go back, is fantastic. That's beyond doubt, yes. Was that a question, or just food for thought anyway? Indeed, it was the 10th question, thank you for elaborating. And well, how did it go? You've answered 6 out of 10. Oh, better than I thought I'd get. Sorry, you failed. No do-overs this time? No, I'm sorry, we're not in the tutorial anymore. I could reload the save, I don't think it's saved. What did I miss out on? A short-term memory resetter. Yeah, we were very clear that's what it was. Can I miss out on other things? Should I have cared more? Oh, I thought it was going to be a different prize this time. Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. The variety in the rewards can improve the game's design. I'll try to think of something different for the next time. Oh no, the stakes got differenter. Haha, it's okay, don't worry about it. Although I gotta confess, the anticipation has got me excited for the next game already. Although, if this is what I think it is, and it actually does... I don't want to go back and accidentally reset things is the problem here, so I don't want to try it out. But if it does go back like I think / hope it does, then that makes the pill resetter kind of pointless. I mean, I guess it's a canonical, sanctioned save scumming, because then you're not scumming, because it's within the game mechanics, but I would argue that this is here for that same purpose. Again, assuming it does what I think it does. Anyway, although I'm gonna confess, anticipation has me excited for the next game already. Glad to hear you're having fun. Ah, listen, I think I'm gonna close for today. My gut tells me we won't be getting any more clients until, tomorrow. Yes, it doesn't look like it. Can you tell too? Do you have instincts? What you humans call instincts are just deductions your brain has drawn for you. You simply can't follow the logical sequence due to the vast amount of data your brain processes. Unlike you, I'm able to keep up with my brain, so basically, yes, your gut is right. We won't be having any more clients tonight. Good to hear, because my leg is killing me. Let's call it a night. Saved! Okay, that is the point to break it off. I gotta get better at these... editing these things. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to the next episode. These are the cool people. Don't mind. I mean, the bartender is fine. Hate that robot girl. For once, usually I love the robot people. But these people are even cooler. She's got like a needler. Anyway, that'll be next episode. So thanks so much for watching. Sorry about the issue with the first 75% or more. But thanks for bearing with it. And hopefully it won't happen again. It shouldn't happen again. But, you know, things have a tendency to happen. Again. Signature catchphrase.